Are you a content creator who wants to represent God in the media space, but you are not sure how to do it? Maybe you are thinking, I'm a child of God and I want to proudly show up for God in the media space, but I don't know what that entails. These are questions I researched on when I started and I couldn't get a definite answer. So I want to share this in case there's anybody like me that is just about to start and you need answers to these questions. Media is a powerful tool that we've been missing out on because we thought it was a dirty space. But glory to God, things are changing and there's more clean content that you can consume without compromising your Christian journey or faith. That being said, my first advice to Christian content creator is this: you don't have to preach to represent God on social media. Yes, you heard me right. You don't have to preach to show up for God. We already know that in the real world, you don't have to be a minister of God to be a witness. You can be a doctor, a seamstress, a mother, a politician, and still be a witness, actively representing God in whatever space you are. You don't have to stand on an altar before you can preach to people. Your character, work ethic, appearance, manner of speech, personality, all these things are ways of evangelizing. But when it comes to media, we need to apply the same knowledge when showing up for God in the media space. You don't have to preach to represent God on social media. I'm not saying it's wrong to preach, but unless you are specifically called to preach or you have a passion for it, you don't have to preach to make a difference. Let me give you an example. There's a YouTube channel. They also have a podcast that I follow, Think Media. They share information to help content creators harness their skills. It's a Christian-oriented organization, and occasionally they talk about how their faith influences their business. That's how they are fulfilling the commission of going to the world and sharing the gospel. Think Media is a great example of how you can use your passion and skills to show the world the beauty and wisdom of God through your content. They have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube and they have over 50,000 listeners on their podcast. If you have a passion to represent God on social media, you don't have to restrict yourself to preaching. Think about what you love to do and what you are good at. Maybe you are into fashion, books, skincare, music, art, or anything, whatever it might be. What are you passionate about? What are your areas of strength? What are the gaps you see in the world? What are the areas you see darkness dominating, or that there are not enough Christians representing God in that aspect? Then there's a call for you to answer. The reason Paul went to Macedonia was because he had a vision where a man from Macedonia was urging him to come over to Macedonia and help them. You can also discern the doors of evangelism that God has opened for you through your passion and skills. You can use them to create content that will reach people who need to hear the good news of God's love and grace. You don't have to preach to represent God on social media. You just have to be yourself and be faithful to what God has called you to do. So, how do you find out what God has called you to do? That's what I'm going to be talking about in the next video. So, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching and God bless you. Bye bye.